Hey, what's going on, survivors? This is Dev Ear, and I'm here to present to y'all the 0.4.8.0 patch and what it has to offer. So I have some windows set up here to kind of give you guys a little tour of what's going on. But the first thing, of course, probably one of our more requested things from the community is the world settings, which I just finished making a video walking through the world settings. So if you want, you could look in the description down below, or I don't know how you're watching this exactly, but it shouldn't be too hard to find the link to that video if you want a more in-depth walkthrough of the world settings manager. But pretty much it's just right here on your main menu, and you just set the name of it, and you could go through these different tabs and set how you want your world to run. So you have PvP, PvE, keeping loot on death, your player modifiers right here. Of course, you have your raid settings. This one's grayed out because it's not implemented fully yet, but it is coming to allow you to just adjust the zombie spawns and scav spawns and different variables that have to do with those AI animals too. Also, those AI in the game. But yeah, we got the rating tab here, which allows you to set if rating's allowed and whatnot. This isn't too important for single player. However, once we get the dedicated servers out and people are hosting their own servers or hosting multiplayer servers right now, you could set up your server to have certain settings that you want. So if you're playing with your friends or you're playing with someone who's friendly but you don't trust him when you're not around, you can just turn off rating so he can't take everything in your house. And yeah, we got the loot. Pretty self-explanatory. You throw it up if you want a ton of loot, you throw it down if you want even less loot, but that's up to y'all. So that's an easy one. And then of course the weather world settings, which allows you to just freeze time if you turn this off, and just keep it a certain time of day. Right here you can just set it to just stay at 12 all day long. And yeah, you can change the day length, the night length, and how fast the days go by. So that's pretty self-explanatory, and that's all on the world settings. Other thing I wanted to get to, another massive change coming, is just the quest lines for everyone have kind of changed. The same quests that were there before are still there, but we kind of redesigned the quest line to be more here, let's get this autosave done, to be more helpful to newer players. It's not just, oh, now I go to this trader and all of a sudden they're having me run across the map and go grab them something. Now it's more walking you through the game, learning different aspects. I'm sure some people who are vets will, if they go through the quest, they might learn a thing or two that's new based on reading the quests and seeing what they have you to do. So for example, there's another change to the quest that I'll show you right here. Also, before, it would just be as soon as you open the quest, it would activate it. So we kind of adjusted that. So now you have to actually go through and manually accept the quest, and you could take on the quests that you want, and you don't have to take on the quests that you don't want. Let's throw this volume down real quick. Okay, so of course the intro quest is to get this man a handmade axe. So we'll do that and finish it. Okay, so once you do the starting quest, as you know, he unlocks and grants you permission to talk to all the other traders. They feel comfortable doing quests with you, and you can see here, getting an axe. It used to be you click on that, and now it's your quest. No longer. This is just a basic: bring 5 sticks, bring 5 stones, and she'll give you a handmade axe, and pretty much points the new players towards, oh, look, you could do this and get a handmade axe. And you could accept that quest, and it'll be thrown into your missions. And yeah, if you don't accept the quest, it won't be thrown into your missions. As you can see with her, like, I could click this. If I don't accept and I don't want to do that, it's not going to be added to your missions tab any longer. If I want to do clean water, clean the bottle of water using a campfire. See, so it's more geared toward new players to show them like, hey, you can do this. You can use your campfire to clean water, which a lot of people, not even vets, know until they happen to see it in the Discord and whatnot. But yeah, now it's much more guiding of a quest line, and you'll see as the farther you get down the quest line, you'll get some very rare items that are even more rare now than ever because there's some massive changes coming to the loot pools. We kind of want to guide the player into doing the quest line. It's not the only way to get these items, but doing the quest line is one of very few ways to get the item now. So yeah. Moving on to our next addition, we have added this new resource called radium. So now there's stone nodes, iron nodes, sulfur nodes, and of course radium nodes now, which will be used for higher tier things and is very rare around the map. So as you see, it's just like a normal node. You go and you mine it, and it's that simple. It'll give you your radium right here, and you would use it to craft it. We have more things in the future coming for the radium. Just right now we did a basic implement into the crafting system. So you'll need it to make things that before you didn't need. So you'll have to get out there and try to find where the radium is. It's not how it used to be, or it's not how other nodes are where they're just kind of anywhere around the map. These were placed in specific areas and designed to be hard to get to. There is no running up to the radium for free. There's going to be obstacles in the way when trying to find this radium. So you'll see, I ain't going to tell you where the locations are, but there's only a handful of them. So good luck finding this new resource, y'all. Another big change coming in version 0.4.8 is going to be a node restructure. So I'm talking about like these nodes right here. Before they were just placed all over the map. Sulfur, iron, stone, could be salt, could be anywhere. We didn't really like that, so we kind of made a more logical pattern behind where to find nodes and how to find nodes. And that can be seen in this picture right here. This is our very professional SketchUp of how we wanted to design it going into it. We didn't follow it exact obviously, but this just gives you a rough idea of our thinking. Obviously, the more northwest you go, the more dangerous it gets, so we wanted there to be a greater reward for going up there. The yellow, of course, is sulfur. So it's around these rock structures usually, along with iron a lot of the times. Iron's also around the mountains. And yeah, salt is going to be more around water structures. Water, like bodies of water. So you can see the swamp river has salt spawns. The little lake by this farm, this big lake to the east, and then of course along the coast. So yeah, there's some type of structure involved now. So when survivors think, oh, I need to go get salt, it's like, oh, you better go find a body of water. No longer just running around the whole map endlessly looking for some specific node. At least now you know, oh, if I want this, I gotta go to this type of area. And yeah, okay, and for the last piece of our update, probably the biggest part, we have not only redesigned how the zombie spawns are handled and all other AI spawns are handled, but we've also added the ability for players to adjust these settings. I'll go over that part first because I'm just going to fly over it quick since I made another video about it. Pretty much you're able to go into your files and custom set spawn rates of zombies. You'll be able to do this in the future in a more general sense in the world settings manager that I had talked about earlier, but you could go into a JSON and change everything about the POI spawn manager right now. If you go to this other video that's in the description, it walks you through the whole thing every step of the way. Yeah, you can change zombie spawn percentages, what is spawning on those spawn points. You could change how often they're spawning, how big the radius is that will decide when to spawn them, and yeah, much more. Just go check out that video and it'll tell you everything about it. As for the new zombie change coming, Before it would just be area zombies that spawn all around you. Now it's going to be using this new spawn system. So no, if you go and build in the wilderness, if you're not near any spawn points, then you're going to be good to go. You could build up your base, set it all down. You don't have to be annoyed by zombies constantly coming up all around you. When you enter a city, you'll see them popping up. You'll even see them in the city before you get there most of the time. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything in the update. If you have any other questions or anything at all, just hop in the Discord. You know, we're very active in there. Just open up a ticket, ask a question. We usually get back within the hour, sometimes even way faster than that. But yeah, it's a good looking update. We can't wait to see you guys out there. I'm sure we'll be doing a stream soon after it drops. And yeah, see you all out there. See you in the next dev update.